reason young men are struggling? Because men haven't invested in them. So I heard a conversation yesterday where they were talking about there are not enough programs for boys, not enough resources for young men, basically not enough ways to stop them from falling into propaganda. And everybody's scratching their heads like, why are young men struggling? Why are they not getting married? But let me go ahead and connect the dots for you. The biggest reason why young men are suffering is because men have not invested in them. Period.
So y'all see, immediately she slid all the blame off of mothers. None of it is the single mother thing. None of it is the fact that we have made it normal for single mothers to have children and for them to go on the dole, live in Section 8, have Medicaid, go to the lowest end schools, live in the worst communities, and crash out. We have made this 100% acceptable. We have made it to the point to where if it happens, it happens because there's no man around. That's the blame. It's just there's no men in the community. We have removed all responsibility from the mothers. We have removed all accountability from the mothers. Because when I was a boy, you know who did all those things with you? Your dad. That's who did all those things with you. My dad ended up being almost like a community dad in a lot of ways. Because one by one, as I was a child, all my friends' dads were their parents were getting divorces because divorce was the in thing at the time. It was the hot topic. It was the thing of the moment. Divorce, 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 divorce. And baby boomers talk a lot of shit. But baby boomers could not keep a marriage together to save their fucking lives. Terrible when it came to relationships and just having children. They came out of those 70s and they didn't know how to leave the 70s and the 80s behind. They didn't know how to leave that hippy dippy shit behind. They brought that shit they brought it roaring into the 80s, the late 80s and the 90s. When they became adults, they had a lot of fucked up ways that they brought from the drugging days. Right up into the drug and the party free love. They brought all that shit up into the 80s and 90s, and they fucked up a lot of households. I'm not gonna spare nobody. But it wasn't just the men. It was the mothers and the fathers. But as this society started to change, sexual liberation really took a hold. The I'm independent, Oprah Winfrey days, I don't need no man, all that shit really took a hold. Women really embraced that and really said fuck men. And when a woman says fuck men, or when a woman says I don't need a man, she's essentially saying fuck my kids. Fuck these kids. That is the sentiment. That is what I don't need a man means. It means fuck these kids. It don't mean just fuck these men. It means fuck these children. I don't give a hot damn about these kids. I don't care what happens. I want mine. I'm doing for me. This is my life. I'm living my best life. I don't care. I'll struggle means we'll struggle. We'll do bad on our own. That's what I'm INDEPENDENT. If you know what that means, that's what it means, motherfucker. It means fuck these kids. Fuck the community. Fuck what happens. I'm living my life. Fuck you and fuck everybody else. And then you get this bulldagger, funny face heifer come on here talking about it's men's fault. Men are selfish. Men have gotten to be selfish because men have moved into a survival state. If I'm bent over, pouring all my energy out into the community, giving all my energy back into the community, and these bitches are not appreciative, so it means that they're raising unappreciative children, What do I get for giving all I have back? What do I get for raising your kids? What do I get from it? Because that's essentially what she's telling you. But keep listening.
Men have not invested in boys. And why? Because socially, culturally, men are selfish. The mindset is me, 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 I. Get the bag, get the car, get the house, get the woman. Everything
Everything she just said is how you get the woman. Get the car, get the bag, get the house. If you don't have those things, you can't even get a woman today. But that's the nonsensical shit that these bitches will promote. This is the nonsense that they will tell you because they don't think. Me. Yes, you. These women are me. I remember I dated a chick and everything out of her mouth was I and me. I and me. I and me. I told her, I said, nah, baby, it's supposed to be us and we. It's not supposed to be I, me, my. It's supposed to be us, we are. Us, we, our. Us, we, our. If you're dealing with a woman or if you're in a business partnership or if you're in any type of relationship deal and you're dealing with a person and the words are I, me, my versus us, we, our, fuck that person, burn that bridge, and get out of that relationship. It's that simple. But I'm going to let her keep going. This old fugly face hoe.
for themselves. But no thought about community, no thought about children, no thought about what comes after them. And now you can see the impact because boys are growing up lost. Young men are disconnected. Because see, women cannot teach boys how to be men. That's not how.
See, now, after all these generations, after all these years of saying I could do it on my own. I'm mama and the daddy. Now they want to turn back and blame it on the man. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? See, when the babies do good, then mama's a great mama. But when the babies fall through the cracks, which happens with most children raised by single mothers, it's daddy's fault. Daddy wasn't there, bitch. If you was a quality ass woman, if your mama was a quality ass woman, don't matter if the dad is there or not. If matter of fact, if the mother's a quality ass woman, it's better that dad is not in the house if he's a deadbeat. If dad is a lazy bum, a lion, cheating, stealing, no good, it's better that she pulls you away from that man. It's better for the child not to be around that man if you're a good woman. But if you ain't shit, lazy, inundated, good for nothing slut, then that's what your children are going to be. That's when your boy is not going to respect women. Your son is not going to be able to respect women when all he's seen is a degenerate in the other room. He's going to have contempt for women because he's going to say, damn, look at this shit. Got fucking condom wrappers on the counter and shit. My mama passed out over here in the other room. Random men coming in and out of here. Beer bottles, liquor bottles, trash in the house. The house is filthy. Mama can't keep no job. We got to go back and live at grandmama's house. We got to bounce around. Fuck these bitches. That's the first thing that's going to be on his mind. You talking about why these kids are disconnected. That's why they disconnected. Because they bitches, they mamas is hoes, and they bitch ass mamas is raising them. If the person who raises you ain't shit, what the fuck is going to be your outlook on life? This is what I can expect. This is what to expect out of life. Poverty, fucking, and nothingness. This is all I have to expect out of life? Ooh, that sounds great. But keep listening.
Work. And yet the people who can do it, the men, have checked out. Oh, here's the real question, because men love to complain about the youth and the boys these days.
Men don't complain about the youth or the boys these days. I don't hear men complaining about the youth and the boys these days. I hear there's a small subsect of men talking about the YNs. There's a very small subsect of men that actually talk about that shit. It's mostly the women who talk about the young boys, who talk about young men, who complain about men not wanting to be married, who complain about men not wanting to be faithful, who complain about men only approaching them for sex. Men don't complain about that. Women do. So what the fuck she got to say now?
But what are you doing to change the environment for them? What are you building for the next generation? Are you going to invest in mentorship, actual presence, the community? Or are you just going to keep stacking money for yourself while you leave the boys hanging? Because see, that's where we are right now. This isn't a woman's responsibility. This isn't women's failure. This is men's house. And if men don't like the results, they need to start renovating.
There's a saying that if you want to destroy a community, you destroy the women. So America went on a campaign over the last hundreds of years or so with the feminist movement, with sexual liberation movement. They went on this thing to destroy the American culture and destroy this place, because America is in a situation where, with the guns and the rights and the Constitution, where Americans could always fight back. Americans could always fight the government back. So what they had to do was they had to break the men. They said, how do we break men though? How can we break men? You can't break strong men. How do you break men? We got to get them from the time they're children. She says, why are these children being fed so much propaganda? Because they bitch ass mamas. They mamas got gay homeboys. They mamas is lesbians like this one. They mamas is pro LGBT. They mamas is anti masculinity. Their mamas is anti men. Their mamas are staunch feminists. Their mamas are selfish as fuck. Their mamas have taken them from their fathers, or their mothers had unwanted children, so they never even had a father, never stood a chance. Their mamas ain't shit. So what we're seeing, everything she just mentioned, everything we just saw that she's talking about, is really the degradation of women. The degradation of women has destroyed the American society, the American culture, because women create masculinity. This is the thing that when you come from a very feminine mother, you see the difference between somebody who comes from a very feminine mother and a person who comes from a very masculine mother. A person who comes from a very masculine mother is very emotional. A person who comes from a very masculine mother is hyper emotional. They fixate on all the wrong things. People who come from mothers who are not feminine mothers, because a feminine mother, she pushes off so much feminine energy that it polarizes boys to be masculine. Masculine women push off so much mannish energy, they crush their sons. Mannish women crush boys. Feminine mothers will coddle boys, but only to an extent, because their fathers won't allow it to just happen. That's the thing. Fathers stay with feminine women. Men marry feminine women and carry feminine women. Men run from masculine women. Might stick your dick in, but you're not going to stay with it. She might be attractive, but you find out how crazy she is and you back the fuck out of here ASAP. You get the fuck on. So what we're having in the West, and I'm going to leave y'all with this. We have a testosterone issue. We have a masculinity issue in the West. And it's not because of the men. The masculinity issue, the hyper masculinity issue in the West is hyper masculine women raising feminine sons, because they're crushing the son's masculinity. They're robbing them of it. Because one thing about a single mother, single mothers want ease. Single mothers are lazy. Single mothers, they're not capable of being in a relationship. They're not capable of putting anybody else first. They're not capable of being charitable. They're not capable of all of the things of full functioning, high functioning women who have men on their team or who are part of a man's team, shall I say. They're not capable of those things because they're too tired. They're too stressed because their life is just wearing their ass out. It's just on their shoulders, crushing them. So what they do is they take that out on their children, especially their sons, because their sons are the ones who have energy. The sons are the ones who wants to get up. The sons are the ones who want to do things. Little girls just fall right into the environment. Little boys will look at their environment and try to clean it up, try to push back at it, try to change things. And their mothers be like, nah, I don't want you changing too much. I don't want you seeing too much. I don't want you judging me too much. So I need to break your ass, and I need to get your ass out of here in the next 15, 16 years. And you don't even get to 18. I need you out of here. If that's you going into the system, so be it. But I need to get you the fuck out of here because I need my freedom. Because you is a heavy ass load for my single ass. And yeah, I had you. And yeah, I'm mama and all that shit. I love the Mother's Days and the holidays and all that. But I really love myself. And I don't have time or energy for you. And with that, guys, I'm out. Catch you on the next installment. Peace.